Gemini, what's poppin'? What's crack-a-lackin'? All of a sudden, you came into my mind. I'm not gonna lie. I guess that means I'm supposed to do a Gemini reading. I haven't done one for you in a while, so... Okay, so this card keeps working its way down here to the bottom. I buried it inside, and in just a few shuffles, it'll end up right back where I do not want to see it anymore. I don't want to deal or think that you guys are in the struggle, because the Five of Wands is the struggle. And so anyway, let's continue shuffling here and let's start a reading for you. What is going on for Gemini? All right, 3 more shuffles and let's begin. One more. And one more for good measure. Oh my God. You guys see that? You guys are in the struggle. You can't say it any better than that. My goodness. You want to talk about being in the struggle. Gemini is in the struggle. Guarantee. That's how they talk down in Louisiana, the Cajuns. Underneath this whole reading, the 5 of Swords. As you can see in this image, there has been swords. There's this person here with their back turned. There's this person over here with their back turned. And it appears that this person here has done something, has said something. Swords represent thoughts, communication, information, and so forth. And this is underneath the whole thing, okay? Where you are at this time. 6 of Wands in reverse. Now, to me, this is about keeping a low profile. You may not be going out. You may not be socializing. But there's a sense of you don't want any attention, okay? Which is great. Because with all this that's going on over here, this is a good idea. I like it. I like it, Gemini. Don't let them see you coming, okay? They don't need to know a damn thing. Go dark. Go silent. The challenge in this season is not taking action. The challenge is, hey, I could take action and I could probably do something. I know I could do something about it. But I sense that that may not be a good idea. In fact, everything in this reading is telling me that you are not to take any type of action. You are to stand down. Spirit is telling you to stand down. And I think you're already kind of doing it, but maybe you don't know, or you feel like maybe I should be doing something. And in this reading, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing somebody that needs to stand down and continue to stand down. Underneath in your subconscious, Nine of Swords in this position, with an extension in your hopes and fears being that of total wish fulfillment and so forth. I feel like there was something that you wanted. There was maybe even a dream that you had, and it didn't happen. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. And it's keeping you up at night. Maybe sometimes you just kind of wish that things could have been different. And you had the dream, you know, the mamas, the papas, the grandpas, grandkids playing out there, an island in the stream, house out there beyond the hill, a rainbow in the sky, the whole enchilada. Maybe you thought that you were going to have that with this person. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is about, but whatever it is, it's keeping you up. Thoughts. Don't have to be a tarot reader. Look at the cards. Okay, so in the recent past, now remember underneath, we know there's a struggle, and we know there's been shit said, probably behind somebody's back. Okay, we know that's going on in the recent past. Spirit says, you want to know what this reading is about? Five of Wands, the card that kept popping up in the pre-shuffle. Long before I even did your reading, this card popped out multiple times. 2 5s. The two cards basically mean the same thing to me. It's the same energy. And let's just put it this way. It ain't good. Does that look good to you? Take a look. Would you look at this? You guys ever see these? I can't remember the guy's name. Something Bass. But he's a comic on YouTube and TikTok and shit. But yeah, would you look at this? That don't look good. And as a result of this shit, you may have tried or you wanted to bring back something from the dead, unkill something. It could be total regret. That shit went to the tank. Maybe you wish you could take back something that you said, something like that, okay? Now that may not mean that you did something wrong, but it just means that you wish that something wouldn't have, had to go down the way it did, something like that. Now, what lies before you, and I can see it, I see two things. First of all, the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is about order, structure, a hierarchical energy, a hierarchical system. Could be a job, could be some of you could be in the service, some of you could have just went back to school. A lot of you are at the universities studying, but you are in some type of institutional energy. A. B, I can see you having to take the high path, the higher path. And this higher path could be as a result of being in an institutional energy. Maybe you work together and you need to take the higher path because it's the right thing to do. Okay? And in your advice, Gemini, Spirit says, 7 of Pentacles in reverse is somebody that feels that they are not going to get a return on an investment that they made. And I feel like it's in this position for me to be able to tell you that your efforts aren't in vain. You feel me? And 7 of Pentacles in reverse speaks to you feeling like I've done all this shit and I'm not getting a return, basically. You may need to do, something to where, hey, maybe I don't give as much. What has it gotten me to give so much to this company or give so much to this connection? Because the honest truth of it is this can be somebody's marriage. This can all be representative of somebody's marriage. But whatever the case is, however these energies fit, in your advice, Spirit says, it isn't for nothing. The investment that you made will pay dividends one way or another. Okay, external influences. There is somebody, I sense, this Page of Wands here, I see a prissy person like I just described to you. Somebody that they might be a little brat at the office. As I was telling Taurus, there's always a bitch at the, no matter where you work. I've worked 3 different states in my field. I'm basically a lineman. Okay, so 3 different states, probably 5 or 6, maybe 7 different crews. And every crew, there's a bitch. And there could be a couple, 2 or 3 of them. And there's nothing you can do. They're always going to be there. So you just have to learn to just don't let it bother you. You can't change it. You can't change them. You can tell the boss, but the boss ain't going to do shit about it. Shit. I've seen so much crazy shit. People get away with all kinds of crazy shit now. Stuff that you would have never got away with when I was growing up. People are getting away with it because they're crying some type of mental disorder or whatever, anxiety, whatever is in vogue. The minute that you realize that, hey, I can't do anything about any of these other people, and why should I give a shit, and why should I let it rob me and take up space in my head? Fuck them. Quit worrying about it. Quit giving a shit. Quit letting what they think and what they say rule you, allow to interfere with your vibration, allow it to bring you down, Gemini. Because there's always going to be a prissy bitch. I swear, if it's this, I only say that with this deck, because my other deck I would not give you that interpretation. But this person right here, take a look at them. Look at all that shit they're wearing. This person has this garment over them. They're very insecure. No offense to the women out there, but when a woman wears a dress and then throws some shit over the top of that, they're hiding something. And to be honest with you, they probably look awesome, but they don't feel that way about themselves. So what happens to an insecure person? It all depends on their tools. And this person, I feel like they may come from money, and they may be used to getting things done their way and getting their way. Damn, I'll tell you what, I'm right here, like I feel like this reading is for me too. We can all get something from this, but for many of you, this is somebody at your job, and they are external to you, so they are not directly in your energy, which is another thing you should know. This is another person. In other words, you already got a bitch that you're dealing with, probably. There's definitely bitches. If you look at it like this, you look at this, conflict, baby, conflict. In your overall projected outcome, King of Cups, you are going to end up doing something. I think you are going to take that higher path. And as a result of taking that higher path, you become the King of Cups. Beautiful energy. But you guys tend to have a capacity for caring and nurturing. Well, let's take a look at it. What does this say? You're gentle, you're affectionate, you're curious, you're adaptable, boring, 0% boring, witty, charming, sarcastic, clever. I don't know about you, but that all sounds good to me. If you found yourself getting resonated with this message, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you could be alerted when I upload new videos. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.